7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Go ahead, Dan.
Hey everyone, it's the one and only D. Marie of DME Music. And you are now tuned in to the Freestyle After Dark Late Show with my boys, Lit Entertainment. Let's go. It's the one and only D. Marie of DME Music. And you are now tuned in to the Freestyle After Dark Late Show with my boys, Lit Entertainment. Let's go.
What up, though, people? I want to welcome you back to Freestyle After Dark. We're bringing it to you live from Detroit, Michigan, from Lit Music Entertainment Studios.
Yo, we got a show for you guys tonight. Tonight, we have record music recording artist Richie Rosario will be on Zoom tonight. That's Mr. That's It. He's bringing it to you live tonight with us here. And we're going to learn a lot about where Richie came from, his artistry and everything. Tonight, also, again, we have the first annual Detroit Freestyle Music Festival coming in August 6th through the 8th. If you already know, we have artists like Fabian, we have Rudy Fausto, we got Nana, we got Jesse Esco, we got Joel Rodriguez, we got DME Music will be in the building. So we're going to have Jesse B, we're going to have Diddle, Detroit Freestyle Music legend Stephanie Bennett. Then we're going to have Jenny Renee. We're going to have Gennaro. It's another legend here in Detroit. Yo, and much, much more. We also have Detroit's own Benny Velez will be in the building. So, these 3 days is going to be Friday at the Blue Carpet event at the Grizzlies Bar. We have the whole venue right there on lock on August the 6th. August the 7th is going to be 2 venues. It's going to be at the 350 Terrace on the daytime, and at night it's going to be at the Sloppy Crab rooftops across the street from the Renaissance Center downtown.
Yeah.
Also, Sunday, if you didn't know, St. Regis Hotel. This event is being sponsored by St. Regis Hotel. So we're going to be at Sunday, St. Regis Hotel. Yo, get your tickets now. We're going to put the link. I think, Sylvia, please put the link up to get your tickets. If you want physical tickets, we also got them on deck, people. So inbox me if you're from Detroit. I'm trying to get a lot more people from Detroit to get involved. We have a lot of people that are coming from out of state. We got Texas, we got Connecticut, we got Florida. We got somebody even coming down from Brazil to come chill with us here in Detroit. So August 6th through the 8th, you already know, the Freestyle Music Festival brought to you by Detroit Forever 313. We got the El Nino Podcast, actually the El Nino Network, the Soundsmith Studios, much love to them. Yo, if you, any freestyle artists that are here on this live right now, and you want to get your music recorded and want that Detroit sound, go to Soundsmith Studios. F King Vodka, F King Vodka, Four Kings, not God's vodka, for real. This is some real shit right here. So get it.
Taste it.
For real, for real. Who else am I missing here? We're actually 14K Pawn. Yo, this event is dope. Come get your tickets because they're going to be selling out quick. Actually, last Monday, we had a whole boatload of people come in and bought them online. So, we got them on deck. Also, next Friday night, I'm not personally going to be here. I think DJ Pup and Dan are going to be here holding it down. But I am going to be in, Lincoln Park at the Best Damn Bar doing the ticket blitz with DJ Babo. Okay, DJ Babo will be in the mix, so I'm going to be hosting there live. Also trying to get rid of these tickets, people. So I only got like 100 tickets. We had 100 tickets for the event. Actually 100 physical tickets, and then we have more on the online. But I want people from Detroit to come and come show some love, man, for real. Show some love. So with that said, I'm not going to hold you guys up anymore. We are going to be in a mix with Detroit DJ Dan. We're going to be in a mix with Detroit DJ Puck for the hot mix on Freestyle After Dark. Okay? Yo, we're going to bring it to you live. Richie Rosario will be in the building in about 20 minutes, all right? So, let's get it. You ready, Dan?
Of course.
Let's go. All right, people, you're in the mix with Detroit's hottest, Detroit DJ Dan. Let's go. All right, everybody, show some love to Richie Rosario. He will be in the building. Let's go. You in the mix with Detroit DJ Dan. Let's go. Share it up, people. Start those watch parties.
What's up, Richie? Much love your way.
We at Lit Music Entertainment Studios, bringing it to you live from Detroit. Show some love to Richie Rosario.
To float upon my dusty face. Can't you see I can't be in this state of liberty? Loneliness tears me down. Zero gravity got me bound. Without you, I can't do. I feel zero gravity. Can't get down. I lose ground. Cause I miss the love I found. Without you,
You in the mix with Detroit's own DJ Pop. We taking it old school. Let's go.
I used to be a puppet, and you would pull my strings. Just to be with you, I'd do most anything. I'd do most anything.
What's up, my sexy Mallory?
That I could not see.
What's up, Michelle Nieves Cotto?
You had become
O Michelle Cotto Nieves, ya tú sabes. Timmy Dolls are in the building. What's up, the sexy Christine Mendez? Wow. Let's go. And shout out to everybody in the studio right now. Much love. We got Sonia. We got Chav. We got Josie. We got Christine. Let's go. And we got a big booty chick up in here too. Hey. We got the studio on jump. Share it up, people.
Unforgiven love, was it so true? How could you leave me, girl? I don't know what to do.
So I think DJ Pop's got that contest, huh? Tell him what it is, Pop.
All right, check one, check two. So real quick, the contest, we're again, just share for the event link, and the one who gets the most likes, we'll say by the middle of July, I'll put a date out there. You got the most likes on your share, and I'll give you 2 free tickets all weekend long. DJ Pop, let's go.
So as you already know, the Freestyle Music Festival, August 6th through the 8th. You already know, get those tickets now. And shouts out to Boston. Mike Rabello is in the building. up, people. Tell them where to come. Lit Music Entertainment.
Hi, this is recording artist Richie Rosario, and you are tuned into Freestyle After Dark Lake Show with our friends on Lit Entertainment. And that's it, my people. Hello, my people. This is your Latin recording artist Richie Rosario and freestyle artist. You're tuned into Freestyle After Dark Lake Show with our friends of Lit Entertainment. Enjoy.
Yo, Richie, what up, though? This is that Richie Rosario. I'm better without you.
So we will have Richie Rosario on about 5 to 10 minutes. Let's go. Share it up, people.
Happy birthday to Vienna Johnson's daughter. Much love her way.
Shouts out to Jersey Jimmy. What up, though, Jersey?
What?
Oh, shit. You're in the mix with Detroit DJ Dan. Freestyle After Dark. Show some love to Richie Rosario. Let's go.
Go ahead, Pup. Bang it out.
As you already know, the Freestyle Music Festival in Detroit, August 6th through the 8th. Get your tickets now.
What up, world? It's your boy Jesse B, and you're listening to the sounds of DJ Pump from Lit Entertainment.
You're in the mix with Detroit's own DJ Pop. And this is Freestyle After Dark. We have Richie Rosario. It's going to be on in about 3 minutes.
Tomate from the Blend Junkies. Word up, sir. Here we go, Richie.
Let's
on your
go.
salsa tracks.
We're going to be playing Richie and Rosario salsa tracks. DJ Pena, get so popping.
Será mejor que te lo diga de una vez antes que llegue a suceder.
Richie Rosario, ¿te pareces tanto a ella?
Tengo un amor que no he podido desprender de lo más hondo de mi ser, por más que quiero. Tenía tus manos, tu mirar, tu candidez, y como tú era una dama muy hermosa, pero de pronto fue un infierno vivir con ella. Y si he salido de las llamas, debo cuidarme de caer en el brasero. Te pareces tanto a ella cuando me amabas, cuando era su universo y su razón de ser. Te pareces tanto a ella cuando en su alma solo existía yo y me eras fiel. Te pareces tanto a ella que es un consuelo, porque creo que algún día te llegaré a querer. Pero mientras voy matando sus recuerdos, yo sé que a ti también te perderé. Vaya, si no te perdí. Tenía tus manos, tu mirar, tu candidez, y como tú era una dama muy hermosa, pero pronto fue un infierno vivir con ella. Y si he salido de las llamas, debo cuidarme de caer en el brasero. Te pareces tanto a ella cuando me amabas, cuando era su universo y su razón de ser. Te pareces tanto a ella cuando en su alma solo existía yo y me eras fiel. Te pareces tanto a ella que es un consuelo, porque creo que algún día te llegaré a querer. Pero mientras voy matando sus recuerdos, yo sé que a ti también te perderé. También te perderé. Te pareces tanto a ella que no puedes engañarme. También te perderé. Simplemente con un beso, lo que deseo es amarte.
Hello, my people. This is your Latin recording artist, Richie Rosario, and freestyle artist. You're tuning to Freestyle After Dark Lake Show with our friends of Lit Entertainment. Enjoy. that's it, and that's it.
At first it was hard to live my life, 'cause I still want you, but your silence was loud and hard to take. I must move on. Why did it have to be this way? Why did you have to play these games? Although I miss you, I will move on. I must move on.
Hi, this is recording artist Richie Rosario, and you are tuned into Freestyle After Dark Lake Show with our friends on Lit Entertainment. And that's it, my people.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Freestyle After Dark. I ain't gonna hold you guys any much longer. We are gonna have a great interview with music recording artist Richie Rosario. People, I need you to share. I need you to tag. I need you to show some love. Yo, Pop, bring him in. Richie, how are you?
Yo, my people, what's going on? That's it. What's
Go
up,
on.
my people?
Go
Yo,
on, top,
what's
Papi.
going on? I gotta hear myself a little. I gotta hear myself. Okay, there you go. What's going on? What's going on? It's after dark. You ain't lying, nigga. It's like 12:30. What's that? 11:30? Oh God, that's crazy.
It's 11:49 right now.
I'm
And I'll
just
tell you
joking.
what.
It doesn't matter at the time. I'll be in the club dancing, salsa, and singing, and doing all kinds of things with my people. Are we on Facebook? Because I got a lot of people trying to check you out on Facebook. You know what I mean? I want to make sure I got it on my page.
Well, if you're not on Richie Rosario's page, or if you're on my page personally, go to Lit Music Entertainment group page. It's the business page. Go there right now. www.facebook.com/Lit Music Entertainment. Go there, people.
I surrender. Boricua, where my people at? Where my Puerto Rican people?
Dímelo.
And that's
Dímelo.
it. Mi bandera Puerto Rico aquí en alto, eso es. You know, I feel like a little Stevie Wonder here, you know what I mean? Yeah, trying to get in the groove. How you doing today, my people?
That's so dope. So, Richie, thank you. Thank you for coming on our show. Thank you for showing us some love. Hold on, okay? Everybody that's in studio, if you want to hear what's going on for real, go onto the page. All right?
Can I make a comment on that?
Yeah.
Qué
I got people
bonita
here in the studio.
bandera, qué bonita bandera, la bandera puertorriqueña.
I got a friend of mine. His name is Chav. He's from the neighborhood. He wanted to say hi.
What's up,
Sha,
baby?
Sha?
What-
Is that
what it
Sha?
do?
No,
I'm
so
from
Chav.
Southwest Detroit, baby. My name's Child Cruz. Y'all probably heard me. You know what it is.
Hey, what's going
I'm with
on, my
boy.
people?
Showing some love, dog.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Hey,
Nice to
listen
meet
to
you.
my dog. He the truth, man. He the truth. He the truth, man.
You already know. So, Richie, not to hold you guys up, it's been an exciting week. We spoke yesterday, and you have a very inspiring story. Your background, you've been in the industry, or actually in the music business, for a long time. So tonight's about you, okay? And
oh man, thank you,
wanna ask
thank
some
you,
questions,
thank you.
man.
It's always about my people. You know, I try to get I do the Richie show on the Facebook page of mine, and I always try to get back to my community. I always try to encourage and empower people. And tonight is about me. Give me a moment. I'm a little more. I'm a jokester. I just like to have a good time and enjoy myself.
You already know.
And that's what we're going to do tonight. That's what we're going to do tonight. And thank you for having me. I really do appreciate you guys for bringing me here tonight and getting to meet my people in Detroit and in Chicago and all over the world. You know what I mean? And the United States and where the freestyle music is going. I thank you so much for having me tonight. And I hope we can have a nice show tonight. And I'm here to answer your questions. And then I'll send you the bill.
That's fine. That's fine.
Te mando el bill después, you know?
Después. Mire, I heard that you were, well, from what you told me, you were born and you were raised in Camden, New Jersey, correct?
Yes, I was. That's correct. I was born in Camden, New Jersey. On the hood. I was born in the hood. That's my place. That's crazy. That's my place. I'm so proud of where I come from. You know what I mean? There's a lot of Puerto Ricans out there. We crazy.
That's so dope. And you've been inspired as a kid or as a teenager, right? You told me that you were very, very young when you figured out that you wanted to be an entertainer, right?
Yes. Wow. I could say when I was like, who can remember that, right? I was like 4 or 5, and I can remember I was in daycare, and it was called the Daycare Center in Camden. And I remember I was on stage and I was singing, clapping my hands and singing to the music. And it was such an inspirational, it felt good as a kid. It felt good. You're clapping, and I knew I was going to be a star, even way before time. You know what I mean? I was born a star.
Right.
You know, so I started actually singing music and stuff like that, and I started singing at an early age. And my dad is a singer himself. I come from a good diverse family of Latin music, entrepreneurs and go-getters, and I believe I inherit that in some way, you know.
Right. And you told me that you went to school or a high school, correct, where it was predominantly urban or African American, correct?
Yes, that is correct.
You had quite a few challenges as a Latino there, right?
Boy, let me write a story about that shit. No.
If it's cool though, where did he go to school at?
What was the name of high school?
Actually,
what was the name?
When I started, it was Micasita Daycare Center, and then I went to Landon Square School, which was right across the street from my house. And then that was elementary school, and I knew that I had a beautiful voice, and I used to sing. And the teacher, I was a bad little boy, you know what I mean? I was like a little pit bull, you know. I was like, all my uncles are husky on my dad's side, and we 7 or 8 years old, looking like little pit bulls, you know. And I have 2 other brothers too, and we was just 3 little pit bulls, like my dad used to say. They're like pit bulls, you know. And we was all over the place,
like
always
brothers.
active, always moving.
Like all brothers.
And
how many brothers you have?
I have 2 more brothers. Actually, I have
brothers?
10 altogether. I have 10.
brothers.
I got
10 brothers?
10 brothers. I'm not gonna leave them out. I got 10 brothers. Well, actually, for my mom's marriage, this is crazy. I'm so real. For my mom's marriage, I have 3 brothers. It's me, my brother Tony, my brother Mickey. I love them to death. And outside of my mom's marriage, I have the rest. And I got to meet all of them. You know what I mean? My dad was a gigolo, and my mom said, "That's it,
That's
no
cool,
more."
that's
That's
cool.
why I got that's it. She said,
Right.
"That's it. I can't do it no more." You know what I mean? But
Hey,
they're
that's
all
cool, 'cause
amazing.
I got 3 brothers, man, and I got 5
They're
sisters.
all amazing. You got 5 sisters?
5 sisters, man. That's crazy.
Well, I can keep on counting. I think I got some in Brazil and Hawaii and Arizona. No, I'm just
Damn.
My dad was crazy. My dad was like a little China doll. I look like my dad actually today. I look like my dad, and it's amazing. My dad was a gigolo, and hey, what can I tell you?
Right.
Crazy.
Thank God my dad had all his kids from the same woman, man. My mom had 8 kids, and they all from the same from dad. So, man, that's cool.
So,
Yeah, but
so let's do this. So 10 brothers. Wow, big family.
Brothers.
And
yeah,
they were very protective over you, right?
I try no because my 2 oldest brothers are I mentioned my other siblings because they're my siblings and I don't want to deprive them from being my brothers and sisters. I try to reach out to them, talk to them, and I'm more closer to my sister Melissa, my stepsister. Well, hold on, I'm closer to my brother Mickey, my brother Tony, my sister Melissa, and my youngest brother Anthony. They're from out of a different marriage, and I try to reach out to them and talk to them and stuff like that. And the other ones, do their own thing. So you know how life is. But at least I try to reach out to them and talk to them and stuff like that. And I got a good relationship with my brothers and sisters. The ones that I can relate to and talk to. But yes, as growing up, I was more with my brothers, Tony and Mickey, and yes, they was always protective of me, and especially my brother Mickey. It's 3 boys. My oldest brother Tony, then Mickey, and this me. I was the smallest, so Tony watched out for Mickey, and Mickey watched out for me. So
Gotcha.
now my
That's
brother's
cool,
like.
that's cool, man.
I was a size 38 in high school, so my brother Mickey is like huge. He got these big arms. He's like no steroids. He's just huge, And you see him, I call him Hercules. He was my bodyguard for quite some time. But he started talking to all the girls while I was on stage and forgot about me. And I was like, "Yo, you're fired."
Hey, the big brother always got all the women. That's how it always
Like,
happens.
yo, this is
That
the
sucks.
Richie. The Richie show is not the Mickey show. Hold on now. You got to protect me.
You're the younger brother, huh?
Yeah, I'm the younger brothers, but I got mad love for my brothers and sisters, and so they have it for me too. And
That's cool.
they look up to me
They
as
got
being the
that-
most.
They got that respect for you.
Yeah, they
That's
got
cool.
that outlook at me that I was a go getter, and I was fighting a dream that they never thought it would become a reality, and I showed them that dreams do come true and it can happen. And
Exactly, man.
they're really proud of me. They really are because they never thought I'll be this far as I am today.
Well,
Damn, that's what's up.
let's go back to you started as an entertainer, right? As a dancer, correct?
Yes, not a
You were-
pole dancer. I wasn't like
No.
Cardi B. Let's get that right. I wasn't dancing on the pole. I was dancing salsa. I was dancing salsa. I wasn't-
Salsa,
Yo, Cardi B looks good. She looks really good though, but no, I wasn't a Cardi B.
Hell yeah. Ain't nobody gonna hate to be next to Cardi B.
Yo, I wish I was
real.
a dancer like that. I would have made like a lot of money.
For real, huh? Me too. I don't even know the dance, I'd still be next to her.
Right.
Hey, she's
I'm
so
not
good.
hating on her.
She's so
She
good
making
looking.
money. I saw that movie Hustler.
Hell yeah.
Yo, but no, I within the arts, dancing, and growing up in my urban community, it was always about salsa music. It was always about the culture. Culture was very, very, very important at that time. We used to have a Spanish community center, just like they have in New York and stuff like that. And our culture of being Latinos was always a big thing around our community. It was always, a congregation of Latinos that got together and they had bars and you could sing outside. You
Yeah,
had the Latin
especially in New
band
York,
singing,
man. They got a
you
lot.
had dances. It was so different back then when I was growing up than what it is today. When I say growing up, must have been like 8. I can remember 8, 9, 10 years old when my dad and other bands would play outside of the bars, and there was no problems. There was no fights. There was no shootouts. Everything was always at peace, and the doors was open. The neighbor will watch you and take care of you and stuff like that. And it was a different vibe. So with that being said, just having the Spanish culture being presented to our community and teaching us, as we was young, where our roots was coming from, had inspired me to be and where I am today too. That takes a real big part of my life because
growing up listening to the poets, listening to the seeing the bombi plena, seeing the culture of theatrical, of singing and being what you want to be and doing what you want to do as a theatrical person. It was there in our community, outside, in the parade. We always have like the New York parade. We had one in our city in Camden, and that's been like almost 50, 60 something years it's been running. And it's just been an ongoing. So that inspired me to be part of my community, involved, because when you hear Latin music, you hear the salsa, you want to get involved. It's like in New York City when you're there, or even in Chicago, or anywhere you may go, in Puerto Rico, you have a band playing, you got la rumba, el soneo, it calls it brings you, we have that a song inside of us. And that took a good part of me in my life. And seeing people doing that was still building up inspiration for me. And I love to sing. Even when I was in elementary school, went to Latin Square, and I was in talent shows there. The teachers would get me to sing, because I had they saw the talent in me that I didn't know I had, besides being bad. And, when I say bad, it was just like, I was really hyper. I was the hyper kid. So I went to middle school, and then with the middle school, it was the same thing. It was, I don't know why, but in that era, there was always like the Latinos stick together, or you say the cocolos, because los Africanos stick together, los morenos sticks together, los blancos sticks together. I don't know, for some reason, it's always just, they stay within there a little bit. It wasn't a racial thing. Everybody got along with everybody, but they felt comfortable. So that's what I encountered when I was young back in the day, When I got to middle school, it was another middle school was called Pine Point, and that's when I started learning how to fight. And
so you can fight, huh?
No, it brings back memory. I learned I was a fighter. That's when I learned how to fight, and I was kicking ass. To earn your respect. I remember one guy was telling me, I'm gonna give you a clock. And I was just like, I'm a Taurus, and they was like, Taurus, you can't mess with a Taurus. And he was like, hard. Well, I try not to be. I try not to be. I
the Taurus is hard-headed.
Yes, but we're so lovable. We overpower that.
That's cool too. We are lovable, but we hard at the same time. So
we overcome that with our powers of love. You know what I mean?
Of course,
and loyalty and respect for others. But with that being said, it was funny. Real quick, they used to tell me I want to meet you at 3:00. It was like first period, second period, third period, like fourth period. That guy got his ass kicked. So. But it was good, and it is what it is. Growing up, we always get into fights and stuff like that, but we learn from that and move on and better ourselves, and we laugh at it back now. And then I went into high school, and I know that as I was getting older, I was getting involved more in the community and different ensembles and different things and cultures that it was showing us. And then I got into the salsa dancing and got into theatrical shows, and I started competing for different things. And I knew that I wanted to make myself a name, and I wanted to be somebody, one day, like a star. Or when I say star, I wanted to be into show business, singing, acting, whatever it was to be in show business, to shine like a diamond, And that came to pass. And sure enough, I got into high school, competed in competitions statewide. I started competing for other competitions and stuff like that, and was making myself a name. And that's how things started coming about. You know what I mean? And just feeling the applause of people and the standing ovations, and just being creative in what I did, opened up a lot of avenues for me.
Right. So,
and bad ones too.
Something happened in high school, right?
In high school, oh my God. I always, in high school, in your yearbook, you have most likely to succeed, which most likely to succeed, most popular, most outgoing, whatever it is, lovebirds and stuff like that for your yearbook, And I really thought I was going to get most popular for that year. But what happened was I was transferred from one school to another during that era. So in Camden High, they was trying to congregate, right? They was trying to bring like los molletos, los Africanos with the Puerto Ricans. They was trying to bring them together because we had a school was like Roger Wilson. It was always the Puerto Ricans. It was known for all Puerto Ricans there. And then there was Camden High School. They had all the Black people there. So
things was changing in a bit, and it was like, you know what, we have to bring them together, you know. So things started changing. So they had put me in Woodrow Wilson, and I was like, yo, I don't want to go there. I didn't, you know, I'm close to Camden High because Camden High was the shit, you know. So you had all your friends there, and I was just fortunate to be transferred there, and I fought my way out, and they put me back to Camden High School, and I got to graduate there. So on that time was for voting most popular and stuff like that. I didn't get to, I became popular, and that high school, all black, African American, and they didn't want to give us an opportunity for us Latinos to shine, you know. We always did things to try to get out there, you know, just to be recognized, just like every other student that was out there just trying to get recognition. And I had a rough way to go in high school. I really did. In that school, I had a rough way to go with administration. But you know, I like you said, I'm hard headed. They would tell me one thing and I'll do the other.
Right.
You know, and I saw they wanted me to see their point, but they didn't see mine. I was young, but I was pretty smart to see that when I was trying to be you know, theatrical and singing and competing for state competitions, they would always like back me out, and I was being pushed, you know what I mean? And that would piss me off, you know, and I become rebellious. But you know, I had the challenges, but you know, having fun in high school, I got to go through it, and I did what I wanted to do, and I always saw you know, my counselor there that always tried to encourage you to do things, you know, before you graduate out of high school. And he was like, Richard, you have so much potential, you have such an art with you and such a good energy, and you just got to bring it together and really know what you want to do in life. And you know, I was just so much fun in high school and crazy. And one day came Halloween, and that Halloween era, this is crazy, you guys, you know, bringing that back. It was something. It was something that we all dressed up for Halloween for what we wanted to do and stuff. And we had so much fun in our senior year. Your senior year goes by so fast. I'm seeing people graduating right now, and it just brings me back memories. But real long story short, so I got in trouble in my 12th year in school, where it was everybody dressing up. We had two friends of ours. I can say their name because they're still my best friends. We still communicate. It was Ricky Maldonado and oh my God, and Sammy Gonzalez dressed up like nuns. I dressed up as the hooker.
Wow, you did tell me that. You did tell me that there was a
Oh my
big
God.
thing that made a big difference in your artistry, right? Like,
Yeah, I had friends that always encouraged me to do things. I was always I actually I ran for class pres. I wrote for my first junior year. I ran for class president. The second year I ran for class president too. I came close, but apparently I said what it was. But like this girl told me that Richie, they cut you out. You know, my energy was so overpowering that even the principal was scared of me.
wow.
So with that being said, you know, it was crazy back then, you know, but I was like, I didn't have no leadway, and I'm not gonna lie, I didn't have no leadway, like no sense of direction, like, you know, Richie, you gotta do this, you can't do that. You know, I just did what I wanted to do, and I didn't care. But you know, my grades was good and everything. I was a good kid, but I was just crazy in my mind. I was like, you know, what we see Lady Gaga doing now, that was me back in the day. So, you know, and you know, I'm like, yo, y'all criticize me, and look at Lady Gaga. She wore meat all over her body. You know what I mean? So, you know, with my costumes and my outfits and my crazy energy, nobody will ever forget. I just the best a hooker. I saw this movie came out, Adventure Angel, and actually, to tell you today, I have a friend of mine that you know, is her cousin. And that's DJ Pete that I never knew. And I was just, you know, just talking and reminiscing. And somebody had for Halloween, they never forget that I dressed up as a hooker. And what happened was that we had so much fun that day, and I got so much attention. Everybody knew who Richie Rosario was at that time. People was like cheering, and I mean money.
Right. Wow.
People was giving me dollars. I had a garter belt. They was putting money in my garter belt. I was in the middle of the street. At that time, we had a gun. You know, it's not now. You can't carry no gun now or fake or anything. But that time, you can carry a fake gun and shit like that. I mean, it's a hilarious story. And I want to write a book next. That's my next project. In a couple years. But I had a gun and I was pointing at the cars and they would stop it because there was like this ledge that we the Puerto Ricans ran. It was called the Puerto Rican ledge. And that Puerto Rican ledge was always Puerto Ricans. Nobody would sit there but just Latinos. The African American would sit on another side, but they would never touch our ledge. No. That was ours. Jibaros would hang across the street. The other antisocial were there. But I was always talking to everybody because I knew everybody, and it's just what it was. And I never had no problems with people in high school, but you always have one or two people that want to test you, and they wish they didn't. But so that time in Halloween, let me tell you, Jose, it was crazy. It was crazy. Everybody cut classes. We have a pep rally. And that principal, she was just wicked. She was a wicked principal. And she never wanted me to be involved in anything, talent shows and stuff. She was always trying to find a reason. She cut me out one time of a talent show, but I got back at her. I dressed up as a hooker for Halloween, and I embarrassed her for an administrator because she's supposed to be the principal of the school. And I was bad. She was supposed to be the principal of the school and, not having control over me and me to do something like that and stopping traffic outside the outside of Puerto Rican ledge. It was fun. It wasn't a bad thing. We're young. We were like 17, 18 years old. I was young. So, who's going to know? So, who knows better? So we had such a beautiful time. And because of that, we don't, I just wanted to be on a wall of fame in the high school of a singing person or just something. And she never wanted to give that to any Latinos, and that pisses me off, Right. So, and I didn't do that because of that, but it's just the way it happened. She didn't want to give no recognition and nothing that I did. So that day of Halloween, I was very rebellious and bad. And I dressed up as a hooker, stopping traffic, and I dressed up like a Hollywood hooker. Okay, I had all my mom's best shit on. That they was gonna take me home, and they was like, "Oh my God!" They was like, "No, don't take me home. My mom's gonna beat my ass." I got all her shit. I got my clothes in my locker. I'll change. The truant officers love me anyway. They took me home, and they was gonna tell my mom, I may get detention. I might get expelled because it was Halloween. It was in October. It's the beginning of the year. Over there, school starts in September to October to June. And oh my God, we had so much fun. And everybody was going, boo, leave him alone, that's our people, So everybody loved me in high school because I was just so daring, you know what I mean? And I get into her office and she's like, you embarrassed me in front of the administrator. She saw you outside. She called me. How can you do that to me? I said, I didn't do nothing to you. You did it to yourself. Right. You always want this black power and all this stuff. What about the Puerto Rican people? So he said, but you're going to dress up like that? I was trying to cause you trouble. I was bad. I almost got expelled for that. They was going to send me. I don't even know what school they was going to send me to, but everything got squared away. They sent me home. My brother was there, my oldest brother, and it was like, when mom sees you, she's going to beat your ass. And I'm like, oh my God, this is crazy. But that was the good times of high school. Anyone that lives in my community in Camden School will never forget that day. So because of me, I got a special day, and that's called the Halloween. The following year I was a junior. The following year I was a senior. We didn't have no pep rallies. We couldn't have no more pep rallies anymore for Halloween. So
Just
because of me,
your situation, and what
because
you did.
of me, for what I did and caused a scandal for Camden High School on Halloween, they banned it. So I got my thing. So hey. They did a day for me, So anybody that would ask me, they would say, "Yo, they don't have no more pep rallies because why?" And for Halloween, because Richie Rosario killed it.
Wow.
So
that
years later, they did. The
situation-
principal went away. That lady was so bad. She was so hateful, to Latinos. It was horrible. Trust me, it was horrible. But she got her day. She got caught in some bullshit, taking money from the school. But that's why you have to do good to others for good to come to you. And she was bad, and bad came back to her. That's why I do good now.
Wow.
But moving right along, that inspired me to just to applause and everybody, cheering. It helped me to know where I was going. The next level the following year, it's my senior year. I'm graduating, and that was the most saddest time of my life because now you don't get to see your friends anymore. Everybody going their own separate way. I was going to the university. Everybody was going their own separate way. Everybody was just what you call. And then you got the following years when you follow along. But life went on, and I went to college, and I started dancing salsa, and it just started going from there. And I started dancing salsa competitively. Now it's more different now than what it was before. Now the salsa dancing is like more like ballet lifting up in the air. It's not it's a show. Salsa is dance like you dance in New York, you're turning and it's smooth and you're enjoying yourself. But now a lot of people's doing the dips, the throwing the floor, flipping. I did all that, but that's when you're gonna do a show. When you're gonna do a salsa and you're dancing, you're dancing. But I did all that. I competed it for many years with dancing salsa, and it was crazy because all the girls that I got every year I had a new partner because every time I got a girl, she found a boyfriend and got
That's how it
pregnant,
happens.
And
Now-
she wanted fame, these freaking girls used my ass. But anyway, on my journey, I was doing it to do it as a career, to do it to move on, to make money, which I did. I competed for many years, and I won money from that, and things changed, and I had enough money to open up my own dance studio in Camden. And people will tell you in Camden that's what it was. Richie was there. We were Salsero de Camden, always dancing, always doing my thing. And I gained my fans going to Philadelphia, Delaware, to all in the tri-state area. And people started knowing me for my dancing. So after that, I opened up my dance studio like for a year. And then I started meeting other people in the salsa industry because at that time, Brenda K. Starr was coming out with her salsa. It was another salsera. But we had the salseros that was coming out, but I was drawn to more Brenda K. Starr at that time because of her voice and stuff like that. And then I met someone and they wanted me to see what else I can do with my talent, and that's how I moved on to wanted to pursue the career of singing because I'm a challenging person. Like if I do something, I want to grow. I want to keep going. My thing is to grow. It doesn't stay here. You know what I mean?
Right.
We have to do different things to move to a different level.
Right.
So I was doing the dancing. I competed for so many years, won a lot of trophies, won a lot of money. But the highest I have won in a competition was like I would say $20,000. It was first 5,000, then it went to 10,000, 15, and then 20. But remember, you got to
this
do it
is
with your partner.
salsa competitions, right? So you became so good that you started your own studio, and this is, when I talked to you yesterday, you were saying, people talk, they don't know nothing about you. And it's very, very impressive that you started your career as an entertainer, as a salsa dancer, and was able to transfer your skills in the studio. And you said you had that studio open for a short time, right? Because other success was coming in.
Yes. I started teaching. Everybody wanted to dance salsa at that time. It was a slow era. The freestyle, we can't forget about the freestyle music too. The freestyle music was in that era of the 86, 87, 89. I graduated out of high school in 89. So, oh my gosh, a couple of years ago. So the freestyle was there too. And I can't forget, I wanted to sing freestyle music too. That's when, all these artists, Johnny Okoro and all these people were singing, but nobody wanted to give me an opportunity. And that's how I went in from, and I met some freestyle singers. I won't mention their names, but they're not as big as my peoples are. You know what I mean? But they had a name, and they was doing their stuff, and they would ask me, Richie, how would you sing this? And I said, oh, you're singing like this, like this, like that, because I was singing, right? So the tension and the energy that I had sometimes was overpowering people, and they would feel threatened. And I never realized that until years later that people was threatened of the energy that I have. It's just comedy. I'm not comedy. I don't even know how to explain it because I don't understand it. But follow me here. It's like when you have a passion, when you have a drive, when you have an ambition, when you know within your heart that something's going to come out sooner or later. it's just there, and you keep on going. You don't know what it is because you don't have a person guiding you. You know, it's like, oh, do whatever you want. But I just felt that I wanted to do something. I wanted to be somebody, and I wanted to sing. I wanted to dance. I know I needed control of something that I needed to do to be out there in the in the lamplight. I wanted to be in the lamplight. And I knew that because it was, my aunt even told me when I was a kid, you know, every time I wore was a king's crown. I always, like, I wanted to be a king. My aunt wanted to always say, you always wanted to be like a king, you know? Because I had that feeling that something to be a king, it's got to be something that drives to get you to where you want to be, to receive that, you know, that throne at the end of the tunnel. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I was supposed to have sing, you know, backup for some club singers, and nobody, you know, in the big, you know, people that we think of, you know, up there. It was, you know, it's in a small range. And I'm not talking bad about them or anything, but I'm just talking, they didn't give me an opportunity because they saw me as a threat. And I understand that today. And I'm not mad at them. I talked to them today, but I always mention, I'm like, yo, remember when you got me to sing this song for you? You said I was gonna be your backup singer, and I recorded the day before I got there. You know, this is what I'm saying.
You said, you told me yesterday that you got really well known in the Puerto Rican community, that you were performing at the Puerto Rican parades, right?
Mm-hmm.
New York.
Yeah, I made myself a name. Yeah.
Yeah. And from that, you know, from that situation there, you met quite a few artists, major artists. Who were they?
Yeah. Wow. Like I said, the culture of the Hispanic community embraces los Latinos to know at that era, to know what their culture is, know what to be a Puerto Riqueño, where we come from, you know, Puerto Rico, you know, that's how you say it, Puerto Rico, where we come from. And every year there was always a parade. I couldn't believe there was a parade all over the world, you know, to celebrate our culture. It's like the African American have their Black History Month. We had ours during the summer, and there was always a salsa baile or something going. There was something jumping, you know, a big concert, because, you know, we're Puerto Ricans and we celebrated our culture. And that time it was always showing to cultura, you know, like I was saying, the Bombi Plena. So I got involved in that, and you know, me dancing and me, I wasn't singing at the time. I was, you know, dancing, and I knew I wanted to be in the theatrical world, and I was doing different things, whatever it was, Bombi Plena, dancing salsa, and, you know, they got you know, I was doing individual performance. I was doing ensemble, like I would do like a skit. It was like it would be a flamingo, you know, with the castanet, boom, 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 boom. Entonces I had some, you know, some fans stuck here, you know, it's like some little magic tricks you do, and you take it out, you throw the fans out, you know, they wasn't expecting that, and you start doing this thing, and then you jump in, you know, it was like a skit from one thing to another, and then it jumps into the sights, and you go into the rumba, and you start dancing, and everybody's going crazy. They're like, oh my God. Like, at that time, I can remember that was the thing when, do you really want it? Boom, boom, do you really want it? Like Ricky Martin. And somebody would say, somebody got to jump out from the back of the damn trunk of the car. You know what I mean? Because you know, I was creative. You know what I mean? And this is something you have to give people so they can remember you. They can always come back and want to see you. They enjoy you. You know what I mean? And it's like, yo, that boy's crazy, but he gave us a good show. You know? And that's the way it was. So coming out of the parade, I got a lot of exposure, and people, and time again, people always was waiting to see what I was going to do, and I knew that, because people would see me in the street and say, oye, tú vas a hacer una parada puertorriqueña, ¿qué tú vas a hacer este año? Because people was always waiting for something to happen. And I became like the icon of the parade. I'm sorry, it's the truth. You can ask anybody in Canada. You had everybody, you know, you have some, but always they wanted to see Richie Rosario, because Richie Rosario was a talented person. He wanted to see what he does. And I was crazy. I can say I don't regret nothing I did. I enjoyed every minute of what I did with the outfits that I had on, but I know why I did it. Because you know why? Because when you're an artist, you come out and when you go to Puerto Rican Parade in New York, right? Don't you see everybody with a nice shirt? They got a little stash. They're like, yo, right? And you're like, who's that? Oh, somebody else. Now I come all the way in the back with this crazy outfit on, you know, some glittery shit, and I got some tassels hanging out, and I'm like, yo, Darren singing they like, who the F is that? Like, it calls your attention. You know,
Right.
it calls you attention. I got what I wanted. All eyes on Richie, you know? Like, who is that? Like, oh my God, like, why is he wearing that? But when they heard my voice and I was like singing to them and what you call, that totally changed the whole tone, you know? And people was just like, damn, like, who's this guy? Like, you're a singer, and I had to post and stuff. And every year that I came out in the parade, people looked for me in Camden, Philadelphia. I was well known. I was in the
Wow.
back of the parade. Within 5 years of the parade, I was in the front. And I was fighting not to be in the back so many years ago before that. And then I became to be in the front. When they wanted to put me in the front, I was like, no, I want to be in the back. Because everybody, if you do it in the front, people get there kind of late, right?
Right.
If you do it in the back, people will see you more.
Right.
So when I was such a good event, I was a good entertainer, they wanted to put me in the front, and I was fighting. I was like, no, you have to keep me in the back because people waiting for me. People want to see what I'm doing. I'm not closing the parade, but basically I was closing the parade because people will wait to see what I'm going to do. That's how crazy and fun that it was. With good taste. It wasn't bad taste. It was good taste.
So,
and that would draw me
Richie,
to build up, my talent.
When did you start singing? When did you just say, I'm going to pick up the microphone? I'm not doing dancing anymore. Or I'm going to intertwine both of them. When was that?
Like I said, I've been singing since I was in preschool, elementary school, middle school, high school. Amazing voice. Back then when we were young, our voices are phenomenal. I was a tenor alto, so being a tenor is good, and being an alto is even better, And at that time, it was just such a good thing. So I always loved to sing. The thing is, I never got the opportunity because people was afraid to give me the opportunity because of the way I was. I was just too wild. I was just a wild guy. You know what I mean? And it wasn't a bad thing. It was the way it was back then. It was like too crazy. No, we can't have him. He's all over the place. But I think if I had some more coordination, if I had somebody that would have molded me, like years later, it would have been a better thing, But I'm being honest, I'm honest as they come. So with the freestyle music being out there, I know that I really wanted to sing freestyle too, and they never gave me. Back then, in 1980, 1989, 1988, 89, it was very popular. 86 was popular, freestyle. And back then, to see a show was like $5 back then.
$5.
I couldn't afford $5 back then because I had to ask mom and dad, and they didn't want to give me $5 to go see a show. But that was a lot of money back then. $5 was a lot of money, like 25 years ago, maybe 35 years ago. And I never got to go to one of their freestyle show. And like I said, I wanted to sing freestyle. They never gave me an opportunity. So the guys that got the chance, I can remember the guys that wanted to sing. I'm not even go there, but they made their money some way to get it. Okay.
Gotcha.
And it's what it was. And they did it. They did it, and they got to be well known, and they are still singing today. From Camden, okay, let's get that right. Okay, from Camden. And they did it, and I continued with my dancing, and they continued with their singing. So I did well with my dancing. So I was making money. I was good. And then the era came with the salsa came in, and then the hip hop started coming in, and the freestyle just started fading away because of the hip hop. I came to this jam. I made to break it down, how it goes. And then that was the new era that was coming in. So things changed. So it was okay. But as I said, I like to grow. So when I started doing that, I was so much into the salsa that this guy got me to go to New York, and he wanted me to at the audition for a single. And that's when I first came out with my first single, which was Azul y Gris. Look how I look. I look so like,
wow.
That's crazy.
That's different. Yo, you got the stash.
Yeah, I still got my little thing over here. That was my first CD that I did. It was Richie Rosario.
That's amazing.
And this was Salcedo USA Records. I made 2 songs. I don't know if you can see it. And the name.
Yeah. You did 2 records, right? And
I did 2 songs, right?
two
And this is
songs.
Azul y Gris. This is
And
the first
you
one.
told me something very powerful about when you did to get that music out. You told me that you sold 7,000 copies at $5 a piece out of your trunk. Is that correct?
Yes,
Is
I
that
did.
record?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. This is and that's why it's closed. I still have it closed and
Wow.
sealed. This has been quite a few years. Even my aunt has it one that is closed because she's like, "You're going to be famous one day, Richie." You know, she was so proud of me, my Aunt Liz, and she's still proud of me. She's still alive. God bless her.
Do you have any
So
more of
this is
those?
I think I have one box left that I didn't want to get rid of. That was for me because this is a proud gem for me to sell 7,000 from the back seat of my car. I cannot believe when I hear artists back in the day, like in California, those rappers and those whoever they was trying to sell CDs from the back of their car because they didn't want to get a record company. Nobody wanted to give you an opportunity. And it was one person that I can't forget that gave me an opportunity to get this done. Because back then, $2,000 for one song, 2,500 for one song was a lot of money back in the day. What year was this? This it doesn't even say, but I know it was a lot of money back then to make this. And
Richie,
I had
can I get one of those? I want one of those. Signed.
You want one of these?
Yes.
Yo, this is a memorabilia puppy. This is like a
I'll
top
buy
of
it.
the line.
I will buy it from you. I want
I
it.
got one box left. One box that I hold as a treasure because this is like, this is where it first started. So I did 2 songs. Like I said, I'm creative. And I said, yo, if I have the talent, I'm not gonna do a whole CD and it sounds like crap. That's wasting money. Let's do 2 songs. Let's see how it goes. And if it does come out good, well, we'll make money to do the other one. And that's sure enough. I started selling them. Since I was already in my community, an artist of a salsa artist, and I was always dancing and different, doing ensembles and all kinds of stuff. And I was being booked for birthday parties, all kinds of things. Trust me. I did it all. And when I went to go to these festivals, guess what? I started selling them. So, it's a lot to have a bull store. And I was going to New York, I was going here, and I was just trying to get myself, out there. And my brother Mickey, he was a big guy, and all the girls were always on him. And he was like, "Yo, I got my brother's CD." So my brother sold like a lot of them. My boy sold like almost 4,000 by himself, and I'm like, I can't believe it. He had this big stack of money, and I was like, "You sold all that, Mickey?" He was like, "Yes, I did." They're looking for you because I was backstage, and they wanted me because I sang that, 2 of the song, and they wanted me to sign the autographs, but it was really crazy. That was when I just started with 2 songs. And every time you would just when I was leaving the parade, I was hearing everybody playing that 2 songs. And everybody was telling me, "Yo, when you gonna make the album? When the other one's coming out?" And that's how we generated to make money to make the whole full album. And this is the second one.
What's the name of that album?
This one was called El Pensamiento, Richard Rosario, because my name is Richard. So we named it Richard Rosario. It was too long, but it was good. And then we went into the next one, which it generated to do this album. So from what I sold from here, generated this one. And this is a full piece orchestra generated with a good name on there, which is Isidro Infante. Isidro Infante is a Grammy winner and worked with a lot of artists. The names are near, I don't want to brag, but they're good people here. I got that because I got a hold of the right people. They saw my talent. They saw me for who I was. They didn't rob me. They helped me because they believed in me, and it became such a successful album. And people was like, "Yo, you got to make another one," and stuff like that. And then this is the inside. So it's beautiful. I have it closed because I don't want to open that one either. That one's fine. And then this is what the inside looked like. Then it turned in here. This picture here was the one when I did the first show that I was singing, that I sang the song Azul y Gris in a Puerto Rican parade. So it's me sitting down, looking out the window, and I see myself singing.
Wow.
And this is me, trying to get myself together because I was an artist. Oh, wait a minute. Now the big one, because this is when I, the memorabilia of starting to be something, This is me as a little baby. Just when I started doing modeling myself, because I tried to do it all. I did the modeling. I was like big, like Hercules. And it was just, this is my first show that I had. And I just grew. And then I dedicated this album to my grandma because she always pushed me to do whatever my heart so much desired. So I decided to make a big picture, not only for her, but for everyone else. And this is what it looked like.
You're sending me one of those, right?
Yes, I'm going to send you one of these, you know?
Awesome.
So in time,
that made you very successful, right?
Yes, it did.
On top of you're selling records, you're doing it out of your trunk. You have your dance studio, and you came across
And that only
somebody.
lasted a year. The dance studio lasted a year for what it was. I gave everybody the opportunity to know how to dance and stuff like that. And then after that, people wanted to dance side, start competing and try to open up their own places. And I was like, okay, I got to start doing something new. So that's when I went to New York City and I started doing my thing. And, you know, I started getting recognized for my voice and singing. I went to Europe. I can't believe I went to Europe. The story goes on. That's why I give all the thanks and all the glory to God, because it's just so unbelievable. And I met Brenda K. Starr because I always was watching her and her shows. I was always up front. Her husband always remembered me, always being up front. I also gave him, years before, I gave Brenda K. Starr's husband, I'll never forget, because she was in Philadelphia and she was performing, and I was always up front, you know, and he really knew who I was. And seeing me, and you know, I used to get on stage and dance with her when she does her ensemble. And you know, she always remembered that face and that energy that I had. And I was like, listen, I have an album that's getting ready to come out. Here goes my first single. Give it to her. If she ever needed a backup singer, please let me know. You know, a backup singer, take it. She listened to it upstairs in the room. When she came downstairs, she goes, you know, when she was signing autographs, she was like, I heard your CD upstairs in my room. You sound really good. And I was like, if you ever need me, my number's on there. Call me, blah, 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 blah. So we lost communication there. You know, she never gave me her number. Chris gave me his business card. But I never called him, you know, because I was entertaining my stuff like that. But a year and a half later, I come back and she came out with her song. And when she came out with her song, I saw her in New York City. And I was already, you know, getting myself out there too. I was singing in Queens, and she was performing behind me. So I performed at front. You know, I was one of the opening acts, and she was like later on the roster. And I got to see her, and I had my CD, and I told her husband, I said, listen, I finished the whole CD. Give it to Brenda, let her listen to it. Not knowing that Brenda K. Starr was her husband was the manager. I was giving it to the right person, you know, but I just like, wow, Brenda, give it to Brenda, you know? So giving it to Brenda, and he was like looking at it, he was so impressed. He was like, who did that? I was like, Cesar Infante. He already knew who it was because he worked for him too. And he was like, good. Listen, if Brenda needs the opening act, I will call you. If Brenda has an opening act, I will call you. It was no more than maybe a year later of the situation. On December, I get a phone call. I was in the dentist's office, and I was sitting down, right? And when the phone rings, and I pick it up, and I'm like, hello? You know, I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, you know? And she says, hi, Richie? I'm like, yeah, Richie was there. And she goes, hi, this is Brenda K. Starr. I was like, who?
Wow.
I was sitting there, everybody was like, I jumped out of the damn seat. I was like, who? I already knew Brenda K. Starr, recognized the voice. She goes, this is Brenda K. Starr. She's like, are you okay? I'm like, yeah. I was just like, oh my God. I was like, oh, excuse me. I walked outside, you know, to talk to her. I'm like, oh my God, Brenda. Like, how did you get my number? She goes, my husband told me to give you a call. I'm looking for a backup singer, third voice. And I heard your CD and I want you to try out for it, you know? And so we take it from there. She gave me an opportunity. I went to New York. I did what I had to do. And sure enough, she used me for a backup for a show. And after that, we became good friends. I was just singing her songs, and it was just like, it was growing. It was growing. You see how things are growing?
Yeah.
And she was like, Richie, you have such a beautiful voice. You have so much potential. And you don't belong in the back. You belong up front. And I started continuing doing my thing. And
so time out.
Mm-hmm.
Brenda K. Starr is the one that told you, hey, come up front. You belong up here.
Yeah. Yeah, she told me herself. Yes.
Wow.
And I admire her for that. And it's amazing how I admire her for, you know, for like, I always felt bad for her for what happened with Brenda K. Starr. I mean, with Mariah Carey. Mariah Carey sang back up for her. And she had, you know, and Brenda gives her, you know, acknowledgement. You know, she has a 6-octave voice, and we know that. You know, she does her own backup singing. She does her own thing when she's doing her album. And, you know, I just felt bad for Brenda that, you know, Mariah got to where she is because of her and left her, you know, I feel like, you know, she forgot about her, you know.
Right.
And for me, that's bad. You don't forget about people like that. That was my mentality, you know, but Brenda's moved on. She's successful. She's done her thing. She's doing really good. She got her record with Sony Records. She got her deal with Sony Records, and she has grown. I became a good friend to her, and she has to me. And you know, it's just been her encouragement of words of wisdom to you know be who I am. She didn't hold me back. You know what I mean?
Right.
And we went on, and then that's how our friendship started growing. And then I opened up a show for her in New Jersey. At that point, I was offered a job here in Miami, and I needed to move out of where I lived in my Camden hood because I wasn't growing. I was always in New York now. I was working in Jersey. I was going to New York every weekend. My shows was in New York. I was growing and growing and growing. Then I met somebody here in Miami, and they wanted me to, you know, to grow. Again, I'm growing. And I had to make a decision. I had to leave my family behind and move on. And that's how I moved on to here in Miami. And things just started. It was like, it was meant for me. I found a job within a month because, you know, I need my foundation. I need a full-time job. And then my night gigs, I was doing my things and I was singing here, singing there. People started knowing Richie. I was like, oh my God, like this is like unbelievable. You know what I mean? Like this is really happening. And, you know, me and Brenda kept on contact. She had a show here. I opened up a show for her here. And then it was the time for a cruise time. You know what I mean? And when the cruise was coming in, it was a freestyle cruise. And she said, Richie, could you go to the freestyle cruise? And I was like, I don't know, girl. You know, this, that, I'm working, there's so much going on. But you know what? I'm sure glad I went on that cruise because this cruise was sold out. It was sold out. The freestyle cruise that Cynthia put together for the first one was sold out. There was no seating, there was no rooms, there was no nothing. I couldn't get on that ship even if I was tied up to the boat. And you know, I prayed and I tried. What's for you can no one take away. I called the ship and I was like, listen, there's a freestyle party. There's a family function going on. Could you put me somewhere? Nothing was happening. You know, they called me 2 days before the cruise and told me somebody canceled, and they called me and I booked it right then and then. Wow. I booked it, you know. I called Brenda. I said, Brenda, I'm going on the ship. And, you know, it just happened so fast and everything was just so running. I didn't know what I was getting myself into. So I got on this cruise ship, which I was already in a cruise before singing También. So that's another story in California. But then to go on a freestyle cruise, freestyle was, oh my God, it was so many people. It was Judy Torres. It was Joe Sangi. It was,
you said,
oh my God.
Coro, GL, I mean, George Lamont. You met a bunch of people.
Yeah, but the first one was with Johnny O, Cynthia, Raquel. It was all, you know, it was just, that was the first cruise they did, and it was beautiful. It was amazing. It was sold out. I met so many people there. I was that sad, and we just had, with Brenda and everybody, we just had a good time. I meet all these artists, and I built up such a bond with, and that week, you don't know nobody, and that week you become family. And that week you become family. When you become family, that means that you see each other every day. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. You're in the pool, you're everywhere, you know? And you get to know each other and you start talking because you're in everybody's face and it's just nothing but love. And that's such a beautiful thing. The second time around, I told Cynthia, and I brought so much joy to Cynthia's ship that year that she remembered me. Cynthia Torres, your dream girl, she remembered me. And she saw how I reacted, how it was so much fun and people loved me and stuff like that. And she's like, Richie, you know what? I would like you on my next cruise. And she called me, she says, Richie, you know, you think you can sing, you know, oh, not yet. That didn't happen yet. So, you know, she knew I sang salsa. And she just, you know, liked my energy and stuff like that. But on that cruise, I met Johnny O and I met Judy Torres and I met all these other artists and Suave. And, you know, it was just such a good repertoire that when I left, we all exchanged numbers. Like, none of these artists shares numbers with nobody, okay? They don't give people your number, you know, but some way, somehow, my energy touched their heart and touched their soul that they was like, yo, you need anything, Richard, you call me. No, we kept in contact. But see, I'm not crazy. I'm crazy, man. I'm not that crazy. I don't call them every day, every week, every month. You know, you give your artists their space. You know what I mean? You don't got to be calling them and having, oh, no, I know this person. You know, I'm not that type of person.
Right.
And that's a good respect. And Johnny O was the last person on the ship that I got to speak with. And I said, Johnny O, I want to sing freestyle music. I never got the opportunity to do it when I was young. And freestyle is back and I want to do it. He's like, yo, Loco, I got you. Because he calls me Loco. He goes, Loco, I got you. So, you know, it was amazing. He calls me and he's like, yo, I got somebody for you that's going to help you. And I talked to him. I told him, you're an amazing person. I love you, man. You're a good guy. I see the energy in you. I saw, yo, you felt like family on the ship and stuff like that. I mean, such a good heart, Johnny O, you know? And he introduced me to Artie.
Artie Rodriguez.
And after that, Artie Rodriguez. After that
And
day,
Artie
I spoke to him.
is
Artie
a
Rodriguez from
Detroit
New York.
staple here. You know that, right? I told you this.
No, I
yesterday.
didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Actually, DJ Dan, how long have you known Artie?
Since 90s, since 95.
1995. That we've actually somebody in our camp knows Artie Rodriguez and actually spent a lot of time with him, you know. So
Give me somebody. I'm sorry, somebody's knocking on my door. Maybe it's the pizza guy. No. But talk to your people. Tell them where Artie's from. Hold on. I got to see who's knocking on my door. Hold on.
So, again, the people that don't know, Detroit DJ Dan knows Artie Rodriguez since the mid 90s. And Dan, tell us a little bit more. So, yeah, so with that said, actually Artie's been how long? Tell the story. Come over here. I need you to tell the story. Because we got Richie stepped out on us for a second.
Bathroom.
I'm back. My neighbor wanted to see if I saw the cat. I didn't see your cat. I ain't kill him. I'm not a Chinese person.
So, tell us about Artie. You know,
Artie Rodriguez. Artie Rodriguez. I met him through Johnny O, and I thank Johnny O so much. And he's such an amazing person. And I went to New York. I recorded. Well, I am a writer too. I write songs. I'm very spiritual. I'm very spiritual. A real passionate person. Things happen in our life that we go through different things and stuff like that. So I just write about it and stuff like that. And I wrote 2 songs, which was "I'm Better Without You," for a relationship that happened with me. And we go through so much battle in life, just fighting and arguing and not being sure of what we want to do and being hurt and being betrayed. That sometimes you're better without that person, and it's so hard to let go.
Mm-hmm.
And this song that I wrote, "I'm Better Without You," it was written, no names, for this special girl that I fell in love with, which I wrote El Pensamiento, which was my first song that I wrote about her. That I wrote a song here was called El Pensamiento. Cuando mis labios pronuncian tu nombre, el pensamiento me llevas tan lejos que sin darme de cuenta comienzo a llorar.
Did you perform that in Chicago?
No, that was nowhere I performed. That's coming. But
that's coming.
That's the first one that I sang, that I wrote, and I knew that I'm finally a writer. I'm finally a good writer for music. Years later, I find her again, and once I find her years later again, I fell in love again, and we fall in love with each other. It is what it is. Love is love, and she was amazing, and she was an empowering person, and we had so much together. But whatever it was, she inspired me to write these 2 songs, and I called her and I was like, "Yo, I want to thank you for inspiring me to write these songs." When she heard them, she hung up on me.
Wow.
She was crying. She was crying and hung up on me, But I was like, "You inspired
She inspired
me.
that
It's nothing
freestyle
wrong."
track, right?
yeah, she inspired me to write "I'm Better Without You," and it wasn't a bad thing. It's just I was telling her, this is what I felt. This is what helped me to write this song. You know what I mean?
Wow.
I'm not trying to hurt you in any way. I told her it's just what happened. It's just what really happened. But I'm not telling the world because they don't know who you are. But this is what happened, and I wanted to be able to influence that into a song to make it a reality for other people that's going through it themselves. And
Wow.
the next one that came behind it was the freestyle song, which follows
Charades, right?
was charades. You know, like like charades. I got no time for no charades. It's like games. It's like that charade game. Okay, what are you gonna do this week? What are you gonna do? You wanna go to the movies? Nope. Talk to me. Talk to me. You wanna go to dinner? Okay. Maybe beach. Yo, talk to me. Do you love me? You don't love me? What's going on? I can't do this anymore. This is crazy. So I gave my thank yous to Artie and two amazing people on the back of it. I gave the thanks to let me see, okay, it says here, I have been blessed with amazing talented friends like Johnny O, the king of freestyle, and Cynthia, your dream girl. Thank you so much for helping me keep my dreams alive. Thanks.
Wow.
To Artie, because these guys saw the talent in me. Artie gave one that Johnny O opened the door for me to meet Artie. Cynthia heard my freestyle song, both of them, and said, I definitely want you on my cruise. You're going to bring so much energy and your songs are awesome. And I know you're going to do good and going to be successful. She gave me an opportunity of a lifetime, and I appreciate those people who believe in me and do for me. And she didn't have to do that because she didn't know me. But she saw the potential. She saw the energy. She saw the good faith in me. She saw the good love. And so did Artie. And now I'm on my third song now. I'm on my third song.
That's awesome.
So
And that's
freestyle.
coming in August, right?
Thank you.
You said it's dropping in August?
I don't know, because I surrender. So now this song is written for all my people. Again, I dedicate it to everyone, to all of my fans. I dedicate this song to all of my fans. This song is written from me again, because again, you find someone, you fall in love with someone years ago, right? It's amazing how you write songs, right? You fall in love with someone years ago when you was young, and you happen to see them come back into your life, and then you see that little twinkle in their eye, that they still want you. But if you really think about it, that person has not changed. That person's still the same, and you left them for a reason, and you have to let go. So this one is called I Need the Truth, because the truth is going to set me free. I can't keep going on thinking of you and have these scars so much that you left in my body. And when I say scars is when you say I love someone and you hurt them. You say bad things to them and you scar them, like you call them a B or good. I mean, this is the person that you sleep with. This is the person you kiss. This is the person that you hug. This is the person you give gifts to. This is the person that you interact with. This is the person that was supposed to be your soulmate. And you're scarring them with all the hate and words and betrayal and cheating and all what comes with with those scars. It's really deep. And and it says do you love me? Do you still love? No, I need to know the truth. Do you love me like I love? No. Do you think of me like I think of you? I need the truth, because the truth is going to set me free. And the only way the truth is going to set me free by you telling me the truth. Yes, that's all I need. And everybody needs the truth in a relationship, because in a relationship, people lie to you. And the more they lie to you, they scar you because they're lying to you. But you still hold on to them because you're trying to patch up that scar. Like they cheated on you, right? So that scar that you're still saying, okay, it's okay, but you still have that scar knowing that they can do it again. You know what I mean?
That's so true. Like,
and you see
I've
it.
been
You
through
see
situations
it.
like that.
I'm still in love with you. You know, I'm not with you, buddy, but I'm still in love with you, and you still can see it. But yo, those scars that you left in my heart will never go away because I have to let them go. You know, I have to let them
Wow.
go. And if I don't, I need to know the truth, you know? And if you don't tell me the truth, and then how I'm going to move on. So
Wow.
it's awesome. It's awesome.
That's
So
amazing.
yeah, and I'm going to be honest with you. Miami Mike encouraged me to write the song because
Miami
he
Mike.
started
Much
it.
love to him. Miami Mike
Yeah.
Radio.
And I said it. I'm going to give you your props. You don't have to give me no records. He started the song. It was like, I remember the words you said to me, you know, and then he said a couple things, but I changed it. I had I had an idea where he was going, but he was like, finish it. So he just started, because it's like, I remember the bullshit you said to me just the other day.
Just the other
That
day.
you loved me and never gonna leave me again, you know.
Is this
So
produced by Artie Rodriguez too?
yes, this is produced by Artie Rodriguez.
That's
So
amazing. He's doing a
you
lot of
know,
stuff in the background, and that's what he was telling me. And Dan knows him
and
personally.
he stays quiet. He don't tell nobody, you know, artists like such a
He's a hard
conservative
worker.
person. Like he don't have to be like, oh, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and I'm doing it. Yo, he's so quiet and he's just doing his thing, and he's bringing artists like me out. He's bringing other artists, and I'm like, damn, Artie, like, you know, when I heard this, like, I he gave me the track to hear it, and then to go back to add or take away or whatever I felt it fit. I was driving. I was like, "Yo, what did you do to me?" It's like you put me back up at the top of the charts again. You crazy? Because not because I sang it, not because I wrote it. The music tells a lot to help. You know, I'm holding on with you if I can hear myself. So the music says a lot. You know, and it's the beat and it keeps you going, and also the lyrics. You know, because the lyrics got a lot to do with it. It's a story. It's a story to this thing. So some people just like, oh, I like the beat. I was like, oh, but don't you hear the word? Oh, it's all right, but I like the beat. Boom, boom, boom. You know, everybody's different to everything.
Absolutely.
Some people like the music
Melody.
and they like the beat. They like the horns. They like this. They like that. They like the hype. You know, the in and out, whatever it is. They like the ad libs. You know, everybody's different. But this is where I'm working on to juggle to make sure that I grab, you know, everybody in each angle. So and this person would like this, that person would like this, but then it brings it all together. It's like, damn, you know, it's a good production. You know what I mean?
Wow.
So it's like, so sing a little bit. It was like, I need to know the truth. Do you think of me like I think of you? Time can be cruel to you when the scars you don't see are the ones that hurt most. I need to know. Do you think of me? Oh my God, I got chills.
Damn, it's 1 o'clock in the morning and you just rocking it.
Do you think of me? You know, it's like that feeling. Do you really think of me? So it's a powerful song. You know, like I said, it's not because I wrote it, it's because the feeling is there. People go through this all the time. You fall in love, you date people, they don't tell you the truth, they're scared to tell you the truth, and you know, it is what it is. And he did a good production, and my hat goes out to Artie.
Ask her, what are you drinking there? What do you got there?
Red wine
Red
to
wine.
relax me.
I
After
got
a
some
long day
Remy
at work
Martin.
today.
Remy Martin in this, and they gave me this cup about 40 minutes ago, and it ain't my thing.
Yo, for my birthday, I don't even know how to open up this baby because you know what? It's got its own little casket.
Was that the Don Julio?
No, this
Yes.
is a giant. Yo, this is a $300 bottle.
What?
This was given
Let's
to me
see what
by
a $300
DJ
bottle
on
looks like. Oh,
Okay.
very nice.
This is Johnny Walker Blue.
Johnny Walker Blue. That's that shit right there. Yes, sir.
Oh,
I've had
you know
that.
what I'm talking about.
Yeah. I've ordered those shots all the time at the bar. Yeah.
They gave me this for my birthday, and I was gonna open it, and my brother says, "Don't you dare!" I'm like, "Why? I mean, let's give everybody a shot." That bottle's a $300 bottle. You don't open that shit. You open that for a special occasion. I said, well, I'm 50 now, so let's open it. He goes, no, no, no. A special occasion, my brother. Okay, special occasion. So, and then my other boy, I mean, I still have, I celebrated my birthday. And I still got my gifts here because I don't know what to put. I got so many. Then they gave me another one of Johnny Walker.
Wow.
And then they gave me the whole memorabilia. I'm like, oh, yeah, people trying to make me an outfit. What's going on?
You should
So
try.
Do
you like the cheap liquor? Do you like not the cheap liquor? Do you like the vodkas?
Yo, when it's free, I drink anything. Yo,
try this bottle. Try
I
this. It's called F King vodka. It's more inexpensive than what you get the Johnny Walker Black, but this is one of our corporate sponsors, and I'll send you a bottle. Actually, we'll send you a bottle. We'll send you a bottle.
Send you a bottle.
Oh, sure.
Yep, this is good stuff right here.
I'm not really an alky, but when I go out, I have to have a little drink. You know what I mean? I want a little martini, give it a little spicy. You know,
awesome.
You know, I just have a little wine just to wind down and stuff like that. But I'm just so excited, man. Thank you so much for everything. You know, my story,
we believe in you.
Now you know who I am. You have some
not
people,
just us, but everybody on this platform.
Yes,
everybody.
Everyone's getting to know you now.
And
thank you.
The whole purpose of this. To
you
know
know, it's
Richie
crazy
is.
how people can just like sit there and say things. You know, I don't care. You know, because I reach you. You know, but people would just say things and they don't even know who you are. They think they do their homework and they really don't know who you are. Like I had a rough way to go, and I come from the hood. I come from the most. Look it up. Google it. It says Camden Hood, and you'll find out. It was the #1 worst city to live in. Was killing, was drug dealing, was so much going on. And you know, like I knew everybody. I was safe. You know what I mean? I could walk anywhere, and I had gold. I had all. You know, they don't mess with Richie. They was like, that's our people. That's a salsero.
Wow.
You know, and I'm proud to say that I am successful. And you know, my city gave me this plaque behind me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you did mention that. You did mention
they gave me this plaque, my city. I came from Camden Hood, you know. And that was supposed to be given to me actually the day of my birthday. And as you see, I got my posters for my albums. And this is from the Freestyle cruise that I was with the honor with Cynthia, Brenda K. Starr, TKA, George Damat, Lizette Melendez, and Sammy Song. And I got to sing with these guys on that. And that to me was like, no,
you're good.
That was to me like the most amazing show that I could have on a cruise ship. It was just like, you know, just with my Richie show, you know, always inspiring and motivating
so
people.
Tell us, the Richie show, when is it on? Okay, so
the Richie show is whenever Richie.
The Richie show, your next concert or your next booking or event that you're doing. What are you doing? What's next? What's the projects? What's up? I know you mentioned that I Need the Truth coming out in August, but what else?
The truth, my God. It's like I'm so proud of myself on this album, on this single, because we don't make albums anymore, right? And you know, there's a lot of good artists out there that I so much love and admire. As for me, this song means a lot because of what I've been through and what I have gone through and just ups and downs. And it just shows that, you know, you can do anything you want to do in life if you put your mind to it. What's coming for me now for the new year, for the next couple of months, I got quite a few bookings already. I already have one for July 4th in Jersey, again, my hometown. It's in Voorhees, New Jersey. I have another one 2 weeks later after that. I'm like, yo, I just got a new job. I don't want to get fired. You know, but I set it up and I you know, leave at night and come back in the morning. I just did that this weekend. That was crazy. Let me tell you. I did it, and I was at work. I was like, "Yo, can I help you?" That was like, "How can you get that energy?" I was like, "Yo, I gotta work. I don't get fired." You know what I mean? This is my lunch. My lunch hour. I just
My
like 20
main
minutes.
hustle.
20 minutes. I was like, "Just wake me up, please," because I don't think I'm gonna get up. But I got through, and that's the energy that you have of, you know, perseverance of just being a strong person. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So I this song is special, so I have to like really figure out how I'm gonna bring it out, where I'm gonna bring it out, who I want to
Okay.
bring it out. I was thinking of some ideas like, I would love to get like a couple artists together that has songs that are coming out, and we do a show all together to showcase their new song. That would be, this is what we need. Jose. We need
Yes.
people that bring us together. You know what I mean? We have so much dynamic um artists with amazing songs, amazing voices, good stage presence, and we have to bring them together and showcase them to show we have our pioneers, which are, our Johnny O, our Cynthia, our George Lamont, our Judy Torres. Those are our pioneers. Coro, that I mean, these people are like my brothers now. They love me to death, and I'm just so blessed, to be at their side. And then along the way, I've met the new ones that have amazing voices and are singing, um, George Anthony, Mia, Jenny Renee, me, um, uh, and the list goes on. You know what I mean?
Yes.
As another guy that sings a song, I heard his song was I never seen nobody's song right. You know why? Because I like to just sing it. There's another guy's like, I'm walking away,
That's
away.
Rudy
It's just,
Fausto.
Rudy Fausto. I was just thinking of that.
yo, I heard that song and I'm like, yo,
Hey.
and I'm sorry if I don't mention your people, the new, but you know what I'm saying? You guys, I already spoke to you. You guys got amazing, and I say it again. We need to find somebody to invest and get these artists that are so determined with that great ambition of music and do a phenomenal show. But I'm a show business person. I think that it's just not getting up there and just sing it. I think it needs to be theatrical. It needs to be inspiring. It needs to be motivating. Get dancers, get people jumping out the fucking ceiling to make this yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Memorable. You know what I mean?
You know
To
what?
show people that freestyle is still alive and we have our pioneers, and I love my pioneers, and I would love for them to be there too. I look at them, they are godparents. These are that started the freestyle. There's a new generation, and there's another generation that we're leaving behind, and we want to keep the freestyle. We started it, we don't want it to be buried. We want this
Right.
freestyle to keep on going for the next generation. That some people, okay, because now we are, I ain't gonna lie, we're up in our age already, and they have children, and even their children like freestyle music because their parents teach these
Pass it
kids to
down.
listen. This is what I used to listen to. And you see people singing George Anthony's song. You see a little kid singing Cynthia's song. You see little kids singing my song. That's an inspiration of inspiring, that these small little kids is going, that's it. I'm better
Wow.
without you. It's just beautiful. It's just amazing, And as long as you teach these young people, the younger juventud, they will follow, and they still follow because we have the kids that are hearing this music,
Absolutely.
So I think, Jose, if you can do something like that,
Well,
blessings
I was
to you,
trying to
buddy.
get you booked for the
This
you know,
particular festival.
the Detroit Freestyle Music Festival, but I misunderstood what you were saying, and I was like, "Oh my god!" So we got more shows coming,
Yeah.
Richie. We got more shows.
We definitely got you in our mind, and we want to bring you down.
Because we reached out to you, and I was like, "Man, he told me that he wasn't available," and I'm telling Dan. Dan's like confused. I'm like,
Yeah, I remember the conversation. What I was saying was that I was available, but the thing is that, it's like when you book your usually people will book it for you, but that's why it's better that as artists, like we book it because we know what our schedule look like. Because somebody will say, oh, okay, I'll book it. They'll book you something like 6 a 7 a.m. But it's okay because when my job is flexible, and that's why it's a blessing. We don't have doctors on a Friday. So I can leave out of work a little bit early. My boss said it's no problem because as long as the work is done, and it's prepping for the following Monday, we're good. So
Okay.
that's perfect. So and also I have now rights to work from home too. Like I'm home and I can catch up on anything. So that's even perfect for me. So I'm ahead of the game, you know, and I don't mind. That's it. If you want to do it, if you don't.
That's amazing.
So it works out for me. They work for me and I work for them. And that's what I like about this job.
That's amazing.
So now I can leave on Friday night and then I just know I got to be back on Monday because Monday is a very challenging day. We don't have patients in the morning, but we have them in the afternoon from 1 to 5. So they need me there because I need to inspire them. Like, hi, you got your appointment? You ready to go?
That's amazing, Rich.
You know, so, but it was a misunderstanding, but it's fine. It's what God has said for me can no one take away.
Absolutely,
and that's the end of it. You know, so I know it didn't happen here. It's going to happen somewhere else. It's going to be bigger. It's going to be bigger.
Oh yeah, what we got planned here in Detroit is going to set the tone for how things are done here in Detroit. Amazing responses. The artists are all into it. I'm getting calls every day like, hey, you know, you guys are promoting it the right way. Much love to Joe Yo, Sylvia, the Mike Rebellos out there, the Vinia Johnsons, the John Megogno, the Phase, you know, myself. I mean, amazing team that we have that see the same vision that we all see. I do want to apologize. Things were a little bit rocky in the beginning of the interview, but at the same time, it all worked out just the way it was. And you know, Richie, thank you so much.
Well, usually when they have the interviews, it's like all roughed up, all that into one thing. But you know, it's good to just talk it out. The fans to get to know who you are, just by talking and just being real. People can see. People can see right through you. You know what I mean?
Right.
I love what I do. I love to sing. I love to dance. I love to make people happy. I like to help my community. I love to give back. Like I said, it doesn't hurt to be nice to someone. You know, my motto is first God, then comes me, and then there comes others.
Absolutely.
You know, to love others. Because if we don't love one another, why are we going to fight against each other? There's no need to. There's no need to fight each other. We all eat shit and sleep the same way. The only thing different that we have qualities and way of thinking how to do things. But if this world will be think about it. If we was to all be just plain and not think the same, our life will be boring, you know?
Right.
But everybody's different. Everybody choose what path they want. But I choose the right path. I use the positive. I choose the right. And I was asked that one time, what path do you choose to choose, Richie? The negative or the positive? Yo, could I say I went the positive? Why would I want the negative? You know, that I ain't going nowhere with that shit. You know,
well,
and
in the
words, that's how we got to keep it positive.
Of Richie Rosario, we're gonna do this. We're gonna conclude this interview by saying,
Thank you.
That's
I hope to see you guys so soon. Chicago's, thank you so much, and that's it. Let me real quickly. Where did I get that from? The that's it is.
Yeah, where'd that come from?
I know there's somebody getting this straight. I know there's somebody in New York City, and I seen him before saying that's it. But you know, as for me, I used to work in this other office I gave 8 years of my life to the office to work in a medical clinic, and you know, my personality is always helping people, and then people try to take advantage of the good people. You know what I mean? And I have people like putting work on top of my desk and giving me stuff because I don't mind if my work is done. I don't mind helping you because this is what I do. You know. But I have people taking advantage and putting stuff, don't give it to, you know, when I try to stop it, I was a bad person. And I just got up and I said, you know what? That's it. I can't do it no more. That's it. You're going to do your work. So after that, it was just going like the way I said it, it was so funny. Like, you know, like they didn't take it a bad way. And it was that, oh, be careful with Richie. That's it. He gonna get you. You can't give him no more work. That's it. So it kept on running and running and running and running. But I know that guy, at New York City, he's a comedian, more or less a comedian. He spells it differently than I do. But when I was talking to my attorneys to try to copyright it and stuff like that, he was like, okay, he spells it one certain way. Well, attorneys, you change one letter, one number, whatever it is. You know, mine has a star on top of the I. I spell it DAS, apostrophe S. He spells it DASSSSIT together. Oh my God, I forgot his name. He's a comedian. And but it's like how we say that's it. Everybody says that's it, but the way I say it is so different from everybody else that people catches on to it. Like when I say that's crazy, instead of saying crazy, that crazy. Like the way I say it catches on to people, it's catchy, and that makes you unique and it makes you different.
Absolutely.
So now when I say that's it, I gotta say that's it. But and anything I do, I have to have the that's it. And then if you notice the back of the shirt, let me show you.
Let's see. It says that Richie Rosario. Damn.
Anything that I sell or put on it, it has to have that's it, Richie Rosario, because that changes the whole logo of what Maurice, his name is Maurice. Maurice has that's it. But he spells it one way, I spell it differently, and what changes the whole logo is having that's it, Richie Rosario. And that's what it is, Richie Rosario, and that's it.
That's
you know?
it. That's it.
I'm one of a kind. I'm distinct, So,
Papa,
it's just great. But thank you so much. I know it's been going on for a while.
It's okay. It's a pleasure.
It's more than a pleasure. We want the people, the people that come and see your shows. So when they see you, I know that guy. I know where he comes from, and I know that he comes from the heart and it's genuine. And people will.
I bring good energy. I bring good energy. I bring good energy, and I bring love. And that's what this world needs: love.
Yes.
And love is every day. And people say, "Are you happy every day, Richie?" I say, "I'm happy every day." But I got my ups and downs too. Don't get it wrong. You know what I mean? I get upset. I'm human, and I have my moments. And I'm like, "Leave me alone. I'm going crazy today. Don't bother me." But change that negative into a positive. That's what I'm saying. People pisses me off, and things like, take a deep breath. Think about it. Think something positive so it can come and be better. But we all got to get to sleep and we all have to make this work. But thank you so much for having me. Chicago I hope to see you guys. It's been an awesome interview with you guys. I hope to see you in Chicago once again. I thank you for the love that you gave me from the first night that I performed with George Anthony, Cynthia, Julio Menas, and Jesse Renee. Was it Jesse Renee, right?
Jenny
Renee.
Jenny. I was calling Jesse.
That's it.
Jenny Renee.
We were at the white party out in Miami.
Yes. But when we was in Chicago, we all got to share the same stage. And I thank you so much, you guys, for having me that night. And everybody perceived me. And I will never forget the love that they gave me when I started singing the salsa, and people sat back and they got their girl and they thought there was like a Victor Manuel concert. I was as a singer, I was watching on stage how they react. They was like, "Yo, mama, who is this guy?" It was like having a little romance and dancing salsa. And that's the good thing of the message that I was trying to get out. Enjoyment, romance, bringing people together. And that's the message. And with that being said, that's it, my people, because I got to go to bed because I got to do some shit tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm here.
I love you guys. Thank you for having me. I hope to see you guys soon. And keep us positive always. Hey, and that's it.
When we're ready to get you out here to Detroit, trust me, it's gonna be well worth it.
Because I need the truth to set me free.
I'm with that.
I need the truth. Are you gonna let me sing like I need to sing or what? I'm gonna give you a copy, send you a copy of that single as soon as it gets dropped. Poster. Right?
I need that
and
poster.
The poster. I got it right here. I'm gonna be like, to my people. And that's it.
That's it.
All right. Our new poster is gonna be made too, because I'm working out again because I was being kind of lazy.
Yeah.
But I got my life back, so I'm good. Good night, people. I love you so much. I hope you enjoy. Look me up at Richie Rosario Facebook page. You can find me on YouTube. You can find me on That's It on Instant Messenger. Okay, you guys. Thank you so much, and I love you all. And good night.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
You guys have a good night. All right.
Good night.
You too. Bye.
Right, bye.
All right, people. That was Richie Rosario, and this is Freestyle After Dark. Yo, what an interview. What a heck of an interview.
Yeah, good interview.
I think the last few weeks has been really, really good.
Yeah, picking up.
Again, I do want to apologize for the beginning of the show, especially the beginning of the interview. Things do get out of hand. If we're not doing it wrong, we're not doing it right here at Lit Entertainment. I actually wanted to send a special shout out to artists at play, Joy Restivo, Ike, everybody that's rocking with artists at play. I had Joey Restivo sent us a. Right now it's a little bit
One of a kind.
One of a kind.
One in the world only.
Yes, this is a vinyl display of all the artists at Artists at Play. So we have Ike, Joey Restivo, we got Robert Renee, we got Mason Close. Yo, these are artists that are coming out in the next year, and this next following coming up in the next few months, and that new music that's coming out from them. And, you know, much love to Joey, man. Joey.
You see that corner logo?
You see the corner logo?
You see that corner logo?
Yeah. So we got Artists at Play. We got Lit Music Entertainment. This is a one-of-a-kind thing. And Joey sent this directly to us. We're the only ones in this whole industry to have something from that at the moment. So people, hit up Joey.
Hit him up. Hit him
So
up.
hit him up. Yo.
Spin his music. Spin their music.
Spin
It's
their
pretty good
music. Yo, Joey Restivo's music. Ike's this is my jam. The new remix to that. It's remade. Yo, came out. It dropped this past few weeks. Actually, June the 6th it dropped.
Yep.
So people go get that stuff. Go get it.
Go
Get their music.
Get their music.
Artists at Play, people. Much love, Joey Restivo. And one more time, I always got to mention it as we are promoting the first annual Detroit Freestyle Music Festival. It's going to be August 6th through the 8th, as you already know. Presented by Lit Music Entertainment. DJ Dan, DJ Pup, myself, Jose Del Valle, Mr. Lit Entertainment, and the whole crew, like the Lit family. Much love to you guys. You know, for real, this comes from the bottom of my heart. Yo, I appreciate everything that you guys are doing. Again, we do have tickets that are on deck right now. Right now, we have tickets that are available right now. So if you want to inbox me and you'd rather buy them directly from me or DJ Dan or DJ Pop, inbox us. We can actually sell you the tickets directly at the door. If not, then go to the ticket link that's actually Sylvia put down pinned at the bottom of this live. So with that said, we're gonna end it tonight. This was Freestyle After Dark, and we're bringing it to you live from Lit Music Entertainment Studios here in Detroit. Much love.